Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and today I'm going to be sharing with you my kitted up cross stitch kits that have yet to be started. So they are in the process of being kitted up, or they are fully ready to go. Kitted up meaning like floss, fabric, beads, whatever it needs to get started. I have it. So there are kits in different stages of being ready to go. Some of them don't have all the flosses, or maybe some of them might not have the fabric yet, but it's still in the position of, being ready, classified as ready to go, in my opinion. So that's where we're going with this. Now, I must tell you that the setup that you can see here is a little precarious. I tried to set it up so that you wouldn't see any wires or the little crane arm thingy, but hey, this is real life. This is the only way that you're going to be able to see the kits in like a really nice detailed way. So are you ready to get started? Let's start with a few of these smaller kits that I have, some of which are gifts. So I'm going to start just at the top of the pile here. This one I actually can't show, but the person who gave it to me will know who they are, and they wanted to remain anonymous, but they sent me a pattern of this beautiful cherry blossom, and it's got all of the DMC that's needed in the pattern. They sent me the pattern. It will be beautiful when it is done. It's actually like one of those really intricate kind of patterns that has lots of quarter stitches and things like that. So it's going to look really good when it's finished. My plan is actually to make my own little sampler. So I have a lot of charts here that I love, but I don't love the idea of doing the whole thing. So I might like a motif or like a little animal or whatever it is off of the sampler, but I don't want to stitch the whole thing to get to it. So my idea is that I'm going to add this to that as well. That way, it's going to be really special, and I'll be able to think of this person every time that I look at it. So that's the idea. I still have it, so don't worry, you know who you are. Thank you so much. I really look forward to doing it. Next up is also a gift. This is Aphrodite by Mirabilia. Excuse me while I get my, I'm directionally challenged. Sometimes I have trouble like lining things up, and I'm shaking. This is Aphrodite by Mirabilia. I just said that. I love her. She's so pretty, or they actually. And I have been gifted the beads for it as well. So it's got the embellishment pack, and this came from Heike. So Heike, thank you so much. I love her, or them, whatever. And there are so many beautiful pearls in here. I don't know if you can tell, or they're like, it says these are size 6 glass beads. They look like, they're supposed to be pearls, but they're the budget-friendly option. Wouldn't that be cool if you were that bougie, you could put pearls in it? I don't know if I'd do that, but they're gorgeous. So I've got that one ready. I don't have fabric or flosses yet. This one I got from Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, and it says I can't adult today, and I really, really want to do this on a hand-dyed fabric because I want to put this in my kitchen. It's basically my mantra every day. I can't adult today. This one was in a D-stash from Jessie Mislaid Pages here on YouTube, and it's a needlepoint kit. I don't know how to needlepoint, but it's got this like plastic canvas, and I watched a YouTuber called Gone Off My Meds. Her name is Wendy. She did a big needlepoint canvas, and I should probably go back and watch her videos to see how to do it. But I love hydrangeas, so I've got a bunch of them in my front yard, actually. They're so pretty. So I really want to do this. Then I've got this Mill Hill Buttons and Beads kit. It's got these bell jars or ball jars, sorry, and then these pretty cut flowers inside. It is called cut flowers. It comes with perforated paper, and it comes with this button, the little bee button, and it's so cool. I like it a lot. I think the only thing I don't like about the Mill Hill kit is that you have to like separate the beads yourself, but you know, I'm sure that it makes it a lot less expensive buying it with the beads separated already, or with the beads not separated already. That's what I was trying to say. But there's the model number there at the bottom if you'd like to look for it yourself. Part of the spring series. Another gift from a subscriber was this really nice button and bead kit from Mill Hill called Merry Ho Ho. And it says believe, it's got Santa on it, and then it has those two buttons, which are here, present and a stocking. So that's really cute. There's a part of me that thinks maybe I will do it on something other than the perforated paper. I kind of want to do that on a piece of fabric. Maybe a piece of fabric that color, but just because I have a Mill Hill kit in the works on the paper, and I don't really like the feel of it, you know. I don't like holding the paper, but that's just me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love it. I love it. Next up, I can't show you the box. I have to open it up first, and I have to do a few things on the screen. So I got a box from 1884 Stitchery, and I need to change the picture in the background. Ready? Ah, it's the Tsar. Let me see if I can find his name. His name is Tsar Kashchei, K-A-S-H-C-H-E-I. The kit is no longer available from Owl Forest. Excuse me. But you can see the name down here. owlforest.ru is the website where the designer lives. The kits are all gone, unfortunately. But I was lucky enough that McKenna of 1884 Stitchery got the threads in stock, and I had to buy them immediately, and you can't just buy one thing without another thing to go with it. So I got the threads. I am gutted that I can't get the beads. Like, I'm going to have to figure out what beads they used because I have to stitch this. This is like one of my unicorns. So pretty. So pretty. Anyway, so with that, I also bought a kit. And normally I could show you the picture on the box, but I can't because it's covered up with shipping labels. But it's this. This is the water spirit. And I'm not sure exactly what Russian folk story this comes from, but it's got all these really cool like catfish, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But this kit came with the flosses that you need for it, and you can see it's pretty small by the sides of the skeins, right? It came with the needle minder and a needle. I think it's called a carp. Is that called a carp? I'm not sure. Maybe if I hold it up closer you could see. You tell me. I'm not 100% sure what that is. And then it came with the fabric, which looks like a nice linen. There are no really big slubs, so that's good. But it's kind of like a warm tone. I wouldn't call it raw, but definitely a natural color. So I've got that kit in there, and it comes with like the guide on how to use variegated flosses to get the effect that you're looking for, which is fantastic because I'm still a really noob at all of that. So I got those from 1884stitchery.com. McKenna's fantastic. And I'm going to move that to the side since it has my address on it. You don't need to know my address. If you are looking to send me something, though, I do have a P.O. box, and it is listed down below, but you are definitely not required or expected to do that ever. The last one that I have here was another gift. Thank you so much. This is, it's too nice. This is Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia? Come on, focus. Focus, please. Sometimes my camera... There we go. Look at how pretty she is. When you get it really close, you can see. So, I love this picture. I love this chart. I really want to stitch her. They also sent me all the beads, which is amazing. Yeah, too far. These beads are so pretty as well. They have like, you know, this color is my favorite, but this one is like a matte bead, M-A-T-T, matte, M-A-T-T-E. I need more coffee. I just woke up, so I'm trying to get this out to you as soon as possible. But this is also kitted up except for the fabric and flosses. I think this is called Twilight Blue, sorry. This is stitched on Twilight Blue by Wishlists, but I don't really like this color, so I'm looking for an alternative color. If you have a suggestion, please let me know in the comments, because I tried to see what brandy fabrics would look like with this, and I couldn't get some of those new fabrics to work on the oh, what is the name of that website now? There's a website where you can, oh, I feel like I need to find out for you now because I said it. There's a website where you can put patterns on top of fabrics and test it out. I think, yeah, designandfabricviewer.com. Designandfabricviewer.com. It works with a few dyers and hopefully more soon, I hope. But I didn't really see. I think it definitely needs a more of a solid color, but maybe something from XJU Design would look really good with that. Here's to hoping. All right. Now I get to go into the bigger projects, which, well, I say bigger projects, but really these just have dedicated project bags because I've got more ready for these. First up is Dracula's Confession by Lindy Stitches. So you can see there's two versions that she put in this pattern, which is really cool. I love them both, but I think I'm going to stitch the top one. It says, I love the shade and the shadow and would be alone with my thoughts when I may. This is a quote from Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I absolutely love that book. I've read it like twice, and you should too. It's a fantastic book. But yes, this is the pattern that I'm going to go with, and this is the color combination that I'm going with. I'm missing one floss. That's why I haven't started yet. This is a Mystic Fabrics Fabric of the Month. It's called Gilded. She may be selling this in the store now because this is July 2020's Fabric of the Month. And this is a 32 Belfast. So I've got this beautiful yellow fabric. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And there for a while I was like, what am I going to use this for? But then I realized, you know, this is what I'm using it for. I've got some Weeks Dye Works, I've got Dinky Dyes, and I've got a Valdani. This particular floss is hard to capture on camera, but it's basically like greens and browns. So I'm substituting the Weeks Dye Works bark for the Valdani. I think this is P11. Then I've got Rum Raisin and Hazelnut and Chris's Bonbon, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere, so I'm probably going to substitute the DMC. And then I've got Black Coral from Dinky Dyes. And those are all going to go for this chart, and it is going to look fabulous. I'm so excited. And I'd love to start it, but I need to finish something first before I start this. So I say. We'll see how long that lasts. How long will that particular, yeah, not long, I don't think. All right, next up. Gonna need a sip of coffee too. Ooh, I have a floss ring in here as well. I need a sip. Cold coffee, lovely. It's Friday morning. So this is the Friendship Sampler which was a collaboration between Bendy Stitchy and the Blue Flower. And I love this chart. Heike and I bought this chart when it came out in Nashville with the idea that we would stitch half and half for each other. And then that way we would have, you know, something that the other person has stitched, right? It's so cute. It says, good ships and wood ships, ships that sail the sea. The best ships are friendships. May they always be. So, I've got a very ambitious project ahead of me here. So, I've got all the flosses ready. There's Weeks and Classic Colorworks in here. And then the fabric is a Barbarall Creations. She's on Etsy, Barbarall Creations. This is called Early America, and it is a 40 count linen. When I look at this, like, it just looks like fabric to me. Like, as in, this looks like t-shirt material, or like, you know, when you go to those shops and you see Italian linen, I don't know. I was just at the store the other day shopping for clothes for the first time in a very long time, and I kept seeing all these like linen jumpers and linen trousers, and that's what I see. When I see this fabric, I'm like, oh, that could be clothing. I think I'm gonna need magnifying glasses. I'm not sure. But it should be fun. We're supposed to start this year, I think. But watch this space. I'm not sure. Next year, she is... Oh, by the way, Heike's channel is Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. All one word. Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. Go check her out. She's super soft-spoken like me. You might like her. And she has a furry assistant named Lola. So, anyway... Oh, there's big slubs there. I am nervous, but I'd love to start this. The flosses are beautiful. They're going to look fantastic. I chose that particular color because it matched this perfectly. And I think this was stitched on flagstone, it says. Oh, no. The framed model is stitched on 40 count cedar plank linen by Lakeside Linens, but this looks very similar, you can see. And the colors really pop on it. And once I'm done, I'll have all these pretty colors to add back into my floss ring of doom, which I have a few of them now. One is behind my head. So I'm gonna just keep those out because I am going to start that soon. Pop these back in. It's very important to keep the fabric card with it, I find, because otherwise I will forget. I know sometimes I have a good memory for these things, but honestly, I don't think that I have a great memory when it comes to other things, like, you know, important things like, ooh, yeah, I just remembered something very important. Like that thing. All right. Next up, if you're wondering about these project bags, by the way, you can get them on Amazon or stationery stores. You don't have to pay bucket loads for project bags if you don't want to. There are other alternatives. You could even use Ziploc bags. These are just a great way to keep them together, if you know what I mean. So, next up, finding loads of plastic, is Bella Filipina's Bellatrix. Let's see if I can bring her closer for you. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Look how gorgeous she is. So she's got flames in her hand, and she's got a beautiful cat and a gorgeous dress. Oh my goodness. And that border. Ugh. And look at the beautiful, like, cityscape that's so, you know, like, subtle. The word that I'm looking for. Oh, I love her so much. I love her. When this came out, I immediately fell in love. I fell so in love that I bought the entire kit. So I got the pattern from Bestitch Me. Bestitch Me does this every once in a while. She'll get the new chart from Bella Filipina or Mirabilia, and then she'll get all the things for it, and she'll dye fabric. So I got this. I got the bead pack. That's a lot of beads. You can't even see them all. I know this isn't the best layout for the beads, but there's shiny beads. There's like this beautiful treasure bead. These huge beads. There's crystals. I mean, it's like there's so many pretty things. And then she dyed 3 different versions of the fabric. Close your ears for a second, because I'm gonna open this up, yeah? That doesn't need to be an annoying plastic anymore. Look at this gorgeousness. So I asked for the slightly more green, but unfortunately most of this color is in the sides, but that's okay. So just imagine, you know, I have to pull it in, but isn't that pretty? I think that's still pretty. So she's going to be on there. And the reason I did that was because I really wanted her to pop. I didn't want her to get lost. And this, I know this looks purple, blue, and like orange, but I thought that this would look really cool. So we're going to go with this one. So that's a custom dye from Bestitch Me. And it's a 28 count linen. When I do these pretty ladies, I like to do them on, I like to stitch them on a lower count linen so that I can add the beads on with no problems. I don't want the beads to overcrowd, and I don't want to have to like use less beads because you're still paying for all the beads, yeah? So that's why. I do wish I could go through all these with you, but I promise that when I start the kit, I will. You will see the evolution of Bellatrix on this channel eventually, I promise. So that's Bellatrix. Okay. Next up, ooh. Next up is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. This I have to take out of the plastic because I will not be able to see very well what I've got going on here. This is from Carriage House Samplings. It was a very popular chart, I think. So I'll read it for you. We do lie beneath the grass. And then it says in memory, R.I.P., etc. In the moonlight, in the shade of the yew tree, they that pass hear us not. We are afraid. It's my favorite one. And then it says, they would envy our delight in our graves by glowworm night. Love this. Now, originally I was thinking that I might make a book, you know, like a little stitchy book, but I'm not going to do that because I think I'd have to do 2 at a time, but then it wouldn't make any sense. I'd have to put these 2 together and then this one after. I tried thinking about it and it would have to be out of order or something. Anyway, gorgeous chart. You put it back in the bag. I've wanted this since I saw it, and it's my favorite Hawk Run Hollow chart. There are lots of different scenes for Hawk Run Hollow, so if Halloween is not your thing like it is mine, They have Christmas. They have, what else they have? They have like just the farms and, you know, the countryside and stuff. So we've got that, and I had to really think about this, and I'm still trying to decide, but for the most part, I think I've decided that I'm going to use Brandy's Bestitch Me's S'mores. I had a piece of fabric that matched the cover photo better, as in it was orange, more orange and less brown. You can kind of see how there's like yellow and stuff in the back there, but I think this will work just as well, and maybe even better. It is very mottled, and since the boxes are condensed and there's quite a bit of stitching in them, you'll see the color changes more, which is good. The other piece, it just would not fit. So the piece that I'm using for this, and it will be a tight fit, but it doesn't matter to me, it's fine. This is a 25 count Lugana in 18 by 27. Again, it's called S'mores. I think I have to do this 1/1, or yeah, 1/1 full cross on the 25 count, I think. My math might be wrong, but I have all of the DMC for it, so it's ready to go. It's ready to go when I am. And I love me Halloween stitching, so I'm mad about it. I really should get into that dark 13 stitching, they call it, where you do a Halloween themed stitch or a dark themed stitch every month on the 13th, but I'm not good at dedicating or celebrating days like that yet. Maybe one day. I'll never say never. So, another beautiful kit ready to go. Here's a kit. We're nearly there now. This is a boxy or a bothy threads kit called Amongst the Foxgloves, and I really, really like this fox. I had to wait for this one to come back in stock at Lakeside. What is it called? Oh, sorry, someone just walked by the house with a child, and they're looking at my chickens while I'm staring at them through my thing, with loads of cameras pointed at me. I had to wait for this to come back in stock in Lakeside Needlecrafts.co.uk. But I really wanted to get the kit. Well, I think you have to buy the kit. You can't buy the pattern separately. But it has this gorgeous fabric that has these splatters all over it. And this is confetti heavy, very confetti heavy and backstitch heavy. So I'm going to have to be in the mood to do it, but I wanted it. You know what I mean? I love foxgloves. They're my favorite flower. So you can see the fabric here has the splatters on it. Oh, she's walking along the thing. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, kids. And then you've got all of your threads sorted here. It's very easy to read, by the way. This pink right here is this symbol, and then this pink right here is that symbol. You just line it up with the holes. Yeah? So really nice and subtle. This is nice and safe in its bag here. This is a 14 count Aida, so it'll be easy to see. I want to keep it. I really love foxes, foxgloves. Love it. Okay, let me take another sip here. Thank you for bearing with me. The allergies have been really bad. Even taking my daily medication, sore throat and everything. All right. Next up is Tiny Modernists Unicorn Tapestry. I'll take this out of the, I just have it in a sleeve like you would do for papers. So this cute chart was at Nashville 2020. 2020, yeah. And it is so cute. I'm going to do a lot of carrying threads here. There's no way that I'm going to do 4 stitches and end thread. But it's adorable. And when I saw it, I was a part of Mystic Fabrics, Fabric of the Month and everything. And she went to Nashville and she said that she would dye fabric, especially for this, because I think it calls for something else. What does it call for? 28 count Zweigart Mediterranean seat. It's beautiful. And at the time I was not a comfortable linen stitcher, so I ordered the 14 count Ada, which is fine. You don't have to get linen if you're not comfortable with linen. Ada is just as beautiful. So this is called Dreamy by Mystic, and she does sell this on her website. So if you're interested, mysticfabrics.com. This is an 18 by 30 piece that she dyed up. She sent us the right size. And this is big. Look at this. It's huge. This camera is really good for color. Just realized that. Maybe I should do this for all my floss tubes. Anyway, so Dreamy. Gorgeous. It's a dreamy fabric. And then I've got all of the flosses here. And they really pop on the fabric. So I'm excited about this one. I should start this one. In fact, I may have to, because I'm going to be starting a project soon. Oh, I have it behind me. I'll show you that one next because it's on my mind. I don't want to lose my thought, so I'm gonna put this away and then we're gonna pull that one out. So, yes, Unicorn Tapestry, Tiny Modernist, and this one, which is up here. This bag is from Cal's Crafts. She's here on YouTube. Her Etsy shop name is Cal's All Crafts, all one word. And this project is my Frogwarts project, which this is the year 1 pattern, and I have year 2 coming up soon. So I'm getting the Frogwarts box from the Black Needle Society. It'll have the next pattern, and it also comes with an online retreat. So I've got all the flosses coming. Well, most of the flosses coming, and I will be starting this during the retreat. And during that retreat, they have these 1-hour challenges, and that's something that I have to prepare for in advance because I did not prepare for the up all night stitching in the same way, and I really, really want to. So I'm going to be I'm definitely starting this and the second year. Like I could stitch on both of them or one of them or whatever. And that's why I want to get the Unicorn Tapestry ready, because it might fit a lot of prompts and it'll be easy to stitch on because it's 14 count. So I've got this piece of fabric for my Frogwarts. Now this piece is big enough to put all 7 patterns on, and I know that that's a huge commitment. Also, I should probably make an announcement here. Let me just adjust myself so I can get on my high horse a little bit. I don't agree with J.K. Rowling's attitudes on people and gender. I think she's wrong, and I don't support her. So I don't buy things that are licensed to her where she's going to make money from it anymore. That includes the audiobooks, which I hadn't finished buying all the audiobooks, and I'm not going to. I own the books from when I was a kid or a teenager, you know. I don't have them on me, and I'm not planning on rebuying them. That sort of thing, because I don't think that we should be paying someone who, you know, is a bigot. And yeah, so that's my high horse. But this is fan art. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is fan art. This is not going to JK. And I feel like your personal feelings on the series don't necessarily need to change just because the author isn't a great person. She is a good author. She's not a great person. And that's been highlighted several times in the past. It's not just one instance. It's a repeated action. And even though people have tried to explain to her why the things she's saying are hurtful and wrong, she continues to do it anyway. So anyway, my point is that yes, I'm going to be participating in this for the next 7 years, or 6 years rather. But I do it for the love of the characters and that feeling that it gave me growing up, knowing that it is okay to be different. Be yourself, be your true self. You know, there were so many great lessons to be learned that really spoke to me and a lot of other members of the LGBTQIA2S plus group community. I really, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be doing it, and I'm super happy. So, that is Frogwarts, and I am using Mystics Veteris. I always say it wrong. Sorry. Veteris linen, 32 count. And this is a half yard of fabric, and it will fit all 7 charts. And I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Okay. That is that. Put that over here. Next is Mary Mary Needleworker by Lindy Stitches. It says, Mary Mary Needleworker, how does your garden grow? With hand-dyed fabric, floss, and pins and scissors lined up in a row. I have to open the plastic, so hold your ears, please. I'm actually going to be doing the night version. Whoops, wrong way, sorry. This one. It's not focusing. Focus! Here we go. So, I'm doing the night version, meaning that I'm doing it with the yellow or the orange skirt and the blue linen or the threads. So there's just a few color changes, and I'm using Old Witch's Cape by Barbarall Creations. This fabric is so nice. It is so soft and drapey. Look at that. It's beautiful. So this is a 25 count Lugana, even weave. Pretty. And then I haven't done this yet, so we're going to do this. I'm going to open this and put the flosses down. No, unstick yourself. Thank you. Is that it? Yeah. So you can see this is the skirt color. And then we've got these. Oh, this is so pretty. That gunmetal, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. I might need to get a different color. What do you think? Where does that even go? Anyway, so these are the colors, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. I love the night version, and I think it'll be really, really cute on this fabric too. I am sure that I have too much floss because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 1/1 situation, but I'll have to do my math and see. You know, here in Ireland, they would say, I have to do my maths. Why do they use, I don't know why they use plural. It's something I have to get used to. So there is that. That was kitted up last year by my friend Jessie, because she's awesome. Jessie has an Etsy shop. It's also called Mislaid Pages. And she does all kinds of stuff. Conversions. She has patterns. She has fabrics. She has all kinds of stuff. And she does me the favor of kitting up fabric, or kitting up DMC flosses, because yeah, I think that's the friend benefit though. Next up is the Blue Flowers Huckleberry Farm. This came out in Nashville as well, and it was another one where I had just gotten into stitching, you see. I'd just gotten into cross stitching in September of 2019, so I just went bananas in 2020 and bought lots of stuff. And now I'm cutting back a bit. This is really cute. It says one for me, one for the basket. And it has 2 alphabets on it. And I absolutely adore the borders. Like I said, it's not really the pattern that I saw myself doing, but actually it is really beautiful. Let me show you what I got. So that's the pattern there. This is Mystic Fabrics Spring Breeze in 36 count linen. This is a lot more lavender than this picture. In fact, this is like more of a wine color, I think they used. It's called Shale by Picture This Plus. That's what they used here. But I'm going to use Spring Breeze by Mystic. And let's look at these flosses. I haven't done this, so pretty. We have Gentle Art, Classic Colorworks, Weeks, and DMC. Oh, they are really pretty. There's this beautiful purple called Taffeta. Taffeta. Ooh, and this Twilight. Very pretty. I like this color. This one is called Country Redwood. So that is what this will look like when you put, you know, your flosses on it. I really liked this color and I bought it in several different types. I think I have a 40 count opalescent linen as well in Spring Breeze. I don't know. I dove in. It was not dyed specifically for this chart, but it just, in my mind, it works. And I'd love to have it on my wall someday. I know that for frogworts, they're not, excuse me, sorry about that, I bumped you. They're not encouraging us to start new projects for the prompts, but I do have new projects I could use. I need to get out all my whips after this and really go through them and assign them to the prompts, because the whips, I mean. All right, and this is the last one. Did I save the best for last? I don't know, you tell me. This one is another Bella Filipina, and this is the first one I fell in love with. This one is called Gaia, the Earth Goddess. She is so pretty. Now, the dress and the shawl, these are colors that I wouldn't normally pick, but I absolutely love this design. Like, this design is everything. And I bought a piece of fabric especially for her, and it's called Tree Hugger. This is by Brandy at Be Stitch Me, and it is huge. This is a 16 count Aida. Sorry. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. So that that is a gorgeous fabric, and I'm really looking forward to putting her on this fabric. So I know that yellow will really stand out on it. I don't have any of the flosses yet or anything, but I don't have flosses for Bellatrix yet either. One day. But those are all of the kitted up projects that I have that I haven't started, in various stages, of course, of being ready. So, oh, don't wanna lose that. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it? Do you have a collection of projects that are ready to go, that are kitted up, that you haven't started yet? I'd love to know which one is your favorite, and if you plan on making a video, please let me know in a comment so that I can go and check it out. And if you already have a video, please tell me so that I can go and check it out. I love watching people's videos where they're like, look at all these projects that I could start. It's my favorite. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.